Hello everyone, and welcome back. We are in January 2023 right now, so a new year means sometimes a new project, and this is exactly what we are gonna do together. So what you see in the background are a few scenes that I built quickly. This to illustrate the name of the new project. This is called Our Worlds. Why worlds? Because I plan on giving you an artistic as well as a technical knowledge to be able to build your own world, or at least a part of what would represent a world. Okay? And why our worlds? Because I aim on having all of us creating a small bit of our own world, of course, but in a way that will allow us to bring it all together. How I'm doing that? I'm using what you might have seen recently on the internet. There has been a lot of challenges that uses this kind of setup. You've got one camera, and this is the same for everyone, and also two pillars on the side that will allow us to have a kind of continuous transition between every single scene. So everyone will do one of those, and then we can snap them all together at the end to have an entire video. And I found this great because I think that with this, no matter what your level, you will be able either to create something simplistic but still representative of what you have in mind, and if you are a bit more advanced, you can also do something very epic and add it to all of our worlds together. Okay, but before we do that, I have a little surprise for you. I mean, I'm not sure it's a surprise or not, but I have created this little scene. It's a kind of pirate hunt, it's a challenge, it's a test, so that it will allow me, and mostly allow you, to know what is your current level. This has as a goal to train you, of course. This is not like a trap, although there are traps in it, but then you can also consider it a training, because it's supposed to go over all the basics of using the software Blender. Once you open the file, this is what you get. Okay, this nice and sunny paradise island. So your task, if you accept it, for this, is to find first in the scene all the coconut trees which will have coconuts. Not all of them have, but some of them have coconuts. I'm just gonna draw them like that. Okay, just imagine they are coconuts. They are yellow in real life, so this is drawn in blue, but they are yellow. Okay, and where there is coconuts, we'll find behind those, so you will have to move them aside. I'm just gonna draw it here to make it clearer, but remember that they are hidden behind the coconuts most of the time. You will have a piece of paper attached to the coconut trunk, and on it there will be a letter. Okay, so if you take the number of coconuts, this will give you a number. Okay, and then add to it the letter you found on the piece of paper, and you've got some coordinates. Okay, so I'm just gonna erase that, and what you will do with the coordinates is that then you will have to find a way to look at this world the way you look down on a map, and this way you will be able to see this world like this, with the grids, letters on one side and numbers on the other. And if we take the example we had previously, the coordinates were A3, so this is where you will have to go next. You will have several coordinates, of course, and there what you will have to find are crabs. Okay, just like this one. As an example, I brought 3 of them here, so your mission at this moment will be to arrange them based on the size of their left claws. Okay, from the smallest to the biggest. Okay, from left to right. Okay, so the one on the left should be smaller than the one on its direct right, and so on and so on, for all the crabs you would have found based on the coordinates. Make sure you pay attention to what I'm saying, because it sometimes can be really tricky. So once you've got that, you can just then turn all the crabs on their back, okay, just like that, and what you will find on their belly are again some pieces of paper, okay, and on this there are again a code phrase with letters and numbers. Write it down, you will need it later on in, I wanted to say, the game, and of course it's also a game. I mean, it's funny to do. Okay, so erase that again. Next, your mission be to make sure to find shovels. There are shovels in the scene, but it appears that nobody can see them. I don't know if you can help me, but your mission now is to find a way to make sure they appear in the scene. Okay? And hopefully you will manage to do it, and what you see when they appear, they will look like that. The previous one was just an example. Okay? So once you see that, the first thing to do, we need to define whether it's the right shovel or not. There are several shovels in the scene, but only one is the good one. So first, you need to define that. To do that, you will have to select the shovel. Okay, so make sure now you find a way not only to make it appear in the scene, but to make it selectable. I'll let you find how to do that, of course. It's part of the game, again. And once you have that, remember to change the shading mode to something that allows real reflections, and consider that this shovel here, as an example, is a bit dirty. It's a metal shovel, but it's been there for a long time, and the salt from the sea and all has made it dirty. Your mission here is to make sure it's as clean as a mirror, so that you can see the reflection of its environment around it. So take good note of that, clean it so that it's as if it's a mirror, and you look at it in the shading mode that allows it to reflect the right environment, the one which is right beside it. Okay? Once it is done, you will have a green reflection on one of them. This means this is gonna be the right shovel. There is only one to manipulate at this stage. Okay? Green is the good one. And once it is done, once you found it, move the shovel to remove the dirt pile just in front of it. Okay? And this will allow you to find hidden below a number. Okay? Take it as an example. Let's say the number 10. Write it down as well. Next mission is to find, it's not gonna be hard, the bamboo trees. Okay? You can see that pirates have a line, a lot of them like that. I'm not sure why, but you'll find that. Okay, the mission here is to order them in terms of height. Okay, smallest on the left and the highest on the right. The trick is here you can't see the length that is under the sand. Okay, so you have to find a way to see how long they are under the sand. And once you get that, remember they can only move from left to right. Okay, in no other direction. You can't scale them, you can't rotate them, otherwise it's not gonna work. Okay, so remember you can only move them like that from left to right. Once they are aligned, this will allow you to find a corresponding character, like let's say the one at the top here, that will be translated from the code phrase to the final password into the other letter. Okay? Look, for example, if the code first was a B, so this is like the sixth letter, the sixth one corresponding is an F, so the final password will contain an F where there is a B. Okay? And so the last stage, of course, it is where the treasure is, the treasure chests. And remember the number you found where you removed the dirt with the shovel. Those pieces of paper, they are somehow magically animated. So you have to find a way to make them move, okay, to animate them, and then to stop at the number indicated close to where you found the shovel, the right shovel, okay? And this will give you the end of the code phrase that will allow you to unlock the next file, okay? Because I think I didn't mention it, but this file here that we will use as the base to create our worlds, all of us, will be given to you, but as a zip file with a password, and you will only be able to find the password once you've solved the mystery of the treasure hunt. Okay? It might feel a bit unfair or not cool at all, but my goal is not to be mean to you, of course. If you need assistance, ask it in the comments. Again, I will be here, but this is my way to make sure you learn, you train, you think, okay, on the treasure hunt file, and then, of course, you will be able to proceed to the next part. And again, don't worry, I'm gonna wait for you, I'm not gonna leave you behind. So, that being said, I hope you will find that funny, that you will have as much fun solving these mysteries as I had to create them. I wish you a very good day, very good week as usual, a very good year again, and of course I'll see you next time for the follow-up on this project, our world. Take care everyone, bye.